Hello, everyone. My name is Ahua Chen. I'm from EU Business School. EU Business School is a private international school, business school from Switzerland, but we also have campus in different cities in Europe. We have a campus in Barcelona, in Munich, and in Geneva. So basically, we are an international and high-ranking private business school with Swiss value and an international mindset and a very pragmatic approach. I will give you a further explanation about our campus. We have campus in Switzerland and also in Munich, in Barcelona. And the good thing is that the student in our school, they can transfer from one campus to another campus. For example, our bachelor program is a 3-year program and our master program is a 1-year program that has 3 terms. You can study, for example, 1 term in Munich, 1 term in Geneva, and 1 term in Barcelona, for example. And of course, if you want, you can study 3 terms, like the whole year program in the same place as you wish. And we also, like I just mentioned, we are very international, and all our classes, they are very small size classes, less than 25 students in one classes. And we have a very good ranking. We are ranked among the best in Europe. This is our student, where they come from. Most of our students, they are from Europe, including East Europe and West Europe. From the Europe, like a European Europe, it's like around 29% of our students, and from Russia and CIS countries, which are like I mentioned, the Eastern Europe, around 20%. So more or less, around 50% of the students are from Europe, and we also have a student from America, from Asia, from Middle East, from Africa, etc. So we have a very international environment. And another thing we are very proud of, it's our students, the replacement rate. We have a very high replacement rate. 93% of our students after graduation, they found the job successfully within 6 months. This is a very high, and they have a very good average salary after graduation. You can see from the chart here, I'm showing like almost 90% of the student, 80% of the student after graduation, they have the salary, the average salary is over 50K, 50,000 euros, which is a kind of a quite high salary. So we are very proud of our replacement rate and average salary of the graduation students. And also we are very high ranked. Our online MBA program are ranked the #1 by CEO magazine for the past several years. Like we have been past 5 years, actually, past 5 years. And our online MBA is also ranked among the top 10 by QS in this year. And our MBA program is ranked 24 in Europe by QS and 120 around the world. So we are very good ranked business school, both in Europe and worldwide. And I will give you a brief introduction of the majors. As we are a business school, all of our majors are business related. For example, for the bachelor program, we have business administration, communication, public relations, international relations, or business finance, etc. All of our majors are business related. And the master program, we have master in management, in marketing, in finance, in tourism and hospitality, in digital business, etc. So all of our majors are business related. And all of our majors and programs are taught in English, no matter you are studying in Barcelona or in Geneva or in Munich. All our programs are taught in English. So if you don't speak the local language, if you don't speak German, if you don't speak Spanish or French, it's completely okay. And all these cities, they are very international cities. So if you don't speak the local language, it's completely okay for the student to live here, to study here, including to find a job here. It's not a very big barrier if you don't speak the local language, but of course, I will always encourage my students to learn the local language, so you will be more competitive in the labor market. After the majors, I will give you a brief introduction about the tuition fees. As Victor mentioned before, in Spain, in Europe in general, the public universities, actually in Europe in general, the public universities are more affordable, I will say, but we are a private university. So our tuition fee will be higher than the public universities. For example, the bachelor program in Barcelona and Munich campus for 1 year will be 12,900 euros. And in Geneva, everything is just more expensive because in Switzerland, it's everything is just more expensive. But on the other hand, in Switzerland, you will have a very, very high salary as well. So it's a return of investment. And the master program in Barcelona and in Munich will be 14,200 euros. And in Geneva, of course, it's more expensive as well, almost double the price. And the MBA is 20,800 in Barcelona and Munich, and 33,000 Swiss franc in Geneva campus in Switzerland. Here is the tuition fee. And also I can give you some information about the accommodation and the living cost. If you are considering the living cost, I will say Barcelona campus will be the most affordable one. Munich will be slightly higher than Barcelona, speaking of accommodation and living cost. And Geneva is the highest. The Switzerland, everything is just more expensive. I think Switzerland, you can consider it as the most expensive country in Europe. But on the other hand, you also need to take into consideration that Switzerland has the highest salary as well. So it's a return of investment. And also we arrange a lot of activities like learning from leaders at EU Business School. We invite, for example, the former president of Switzerland, the chairman of Nestle, and the chairman of Siemens, etc., to come to our campus and to have as a guest lecture, to teach the student, to have a dialogue with our professors and the student, to teach them things that you cannot learn from the book, but you can only learn from the people who has a real experience in the business world. And also I will show you the application process. Actually, we have a very simple application process. If you're interested in our program, you can just go to our official website and fill in the application form, and also prepare all the documents. For example, for the bachelor program, we will need you to submit your high school diploma and transcript, the proof of English level, letters of recommendation, and written essay or video essay. For the master program, it will be the bachelor diploma and transcript, also proof of English and CV and the letter of recommendation and essay. So you prepare all these documents and send to our admission team or recruitment team, like me, for example. You send it to me and I submit everything for you, and we will give you result in 1 or 2 weeks. And after receive the offer, you can decide if you want to come with us or not. And I have seen before that many students are asking for the scholarship. So here I would like to highlight about the scholarship requirements as well. As I mentioned before, we are a private business school. We are not a public university, so we don't have a lot of scholarship place. We have a merit-based scholarship that covers up to 30% of the tuition fee. So we don't have full scholarship. It covers up to only 30% of the tuition fee, and it is merit-based. So it depends on your, for example, your GPA, your English level, etc. But if you do have a very high GPA, we also have another kind of scholarship, which is the student ambassador scholarship that covers up to 10 or 20% of the tuition fee. So we don't have a full scholarship. We have this merit-based scholarship and a student ambassador scholarship. And we also have, there's one thing I would like to highlight is our career service center. We have a career service center that helps the student to find internships and job opportunities. We also arrange career fairs every year. We arrange the actually very big career fairs, and we post around 400 job opportunities and internship opportunities to all the students. And just for your information, both in Barcelona or in Geneva or in Munich, student, you can work and study at the same time. That means with your student visa, it's legal to work up to 20 hours per week, up to 24 hours per week. And our career service center is not just helping you to find the job opportunity or internship opportunity. We also help you to create your CV. We prepare the job interview, and we help you with your cover letter, etc. And we have one-to-one session and workshops to help the student to be really ready for the labor market. This is what we do in our careers, service center. And as I mentioned before, the internships, we provide a lot of internships and the job opportunities to our students. So even the tuition fee, I would say, honestly speaking, it's relatively a bit higher than the public universities, but you can have a service that you cannot find in the public universities. Here are some examples of our collaborating companies that we invite to our campus for the career fair, like Apple, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Google, etc. All these big international companies in Europe. So here are basically the information of like a very brief introduction of our school information. If you want more information, you can also fill in the information request form, and we will contact you, or you can also contact me or contact Global Admission, and they can contact me as well. So I don't know if you have any questions.
Thanks, Ahua, for the presentation. So let me check some of the questions. But one thing that I am actually curious about is how is the career service for students after their graduation? Will EU Business School help them with finding a career in Europe? Or also another question is how competitive it is for international students to actually find a job in Europe. Is it easy or is it hard?
Actually, it's very competitive because for example, at EU Business School, the students, they will learn in English. And also we have this career service center to help the student to prepare the interview, to prepare the CV, everything for the student. And actually both for example, in Spain and in Germany, after graduation, the student can apply for the job seeking visa. That's a very big advantage for the international student as well. For example, in Spain, after graduation, you can apply for the 12 months, which is 1 year, job seeking visa. And in Munich, in Germany, after graduation, you can apply for the job seeking visa for 1 year and a half, which is 18 months job seeking visa. And both in Barcelona and in Munich, I would say it's easier because both Barcelona or Munich, it's a kind of a business hub or startup hub. There are many startup companies and international companies, and they turn to hire a student with an international background and speak English fluently. So I will say our students, they are very competitive in the labor market here.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So for applying itself, there are some questions from students here. So for students who are currently studying English language at their local university, is there a need to provide English proficiency certificate to apply for the programs?
In this case, no, you don't need to provide the English level certificate if you are coming from an English speaking country or in the past, in your previous degree, no matter it's a high school degree or it's a bachelor degree, in your previous degree, it's taught in English, then you don't need to provide the English certificate.
Okay, that's fantastic. So even if they're from non-English speaking countries, but their education is in English, they don't need to
Yes,
provide
they
the
don't
English
need. They don't
certificate.
need. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
awesome.
correct.
So I got another question here also about the application process. So is there any application fees to apply for the business school?
Yes, the application fee will be 200 euros.
Okay. Let me check. Oh, I think there's one question here. Do you do transfer to move students to another university or maybe take student transfer?
Yes, we accept credit transfer. For example, if you are currently studying a business related major in other university, you can send us the transcript and the course description, and we will do the mapping to see how many credits can be transferred. For example, if it's something really similar to our curriculum, you are now at the second year of your current university, maybe you can come here to study the third year directly. But it's case by case. We need to check the course descriptions and the transcripts case by case.
Okay. So I noticed that EU Business School have 3 campuses, right? One in Spain, one in Germany, and another one in Switzerland.
Yes.
So students do have flexibility to choose which campus they want to go. And
Yes.
can they actually do transfer? Let's say this semester they want to go to Switzerland, and then let's say the next semester they decided to transfer to another campus?
Yes, that's not a problem at all. Actually, this is a very common thing that our students do. For example, the master program has one year and it has 3 terms. You can study 1 term in Barcelona, 1 term in Switzerland, and 1 term in Germany. It's not a problem at all because in all these 3 campus, we deliver the same course and same curriculum. So it will be very easy for the student to transfer from one campus to another one.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome, right? I think it's
Yeah.
an exciting experience, right? You'll be able to live in 3 different countries while just doing masters for
very
like 1.5
international
year.
background.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. One final question. Oh, okay. So this question has been answered. So Victor is asking the same question. Can I choose to study 2 years in one city and 1 year in another
No
without
problem.
necessarily studying in the third city? Yes, it's possible.
Yeah, no problem at all.
So one final question here is, what is the acceptance rate for EU Business School?
It's to be honest, it's it's depending on each intake and each campus, because we have actually 3 different intake. Students, you can apply for the October intake, you can apply for the January intake or the March or April intake. So it's very difficult to tell acceptance rate for the whole intake, because the student, if you cannot be accepted for this intake, you can always postpone to next intake. For example, if for this year, if you want to apply for the October intake and it's already a bit late and we don't have enough spots for you, we will put you on the waiting list to the January intake, and the acceptance, the possibility of being accepted will be higher.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Hoa, for the presentation. I think just one very final one, because there is one student asking about the estimated cost for international students to study master's programs. So I think if you could go back to where you share about us.
Sure. This is a tuition fee. We have the tuition fee actually the same for the international students or the local students. They all have the same tuition fee.
So please remember, everyone, this is the tuition fee. If you are afraid that you might miss this information, you could just screenshot this. So I guess that's all for, okay, so for a reminder, because there are the same questions coming again about the English language requirement. If you're from English speaking countries, no need to provide English certificate. Or if your previous education was taught in English, even though you're not from English speaking countries, then the English certificate requirement will be exempted for you as well. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much, Ahua, for sharing
Thank you,
about EU
Nagdia. Thank you
Business
so
School.
much.
It's nice to have you here. So,
Thank
all right.
you.
Thank you.